I'm celebrating my birthday and I've never felt better in my life. I just left a celebration with friends and family this evening, one of several, and I'm wearing a tiara and a sash that says it's my birthday. And to be surrounded by love and joy and laughter and fun, all celebrating me was the best feeling. It was amazing. And what I want to share with you right now is how to step into your goddess power. Because in order to receive love, gifts, praise, celebration, you have to feel worthy. You have to feel deserving. You have to feel like, yes, I give out love. I give out joy. I give out my gifts to the world. And then you receive it back. It's the most beautiful feeling. I forgot about gifts, but people came in with gifts and I just opened them and they're just so thoughtful and like really personalized to me. And it's just beautiful. And the gift that I've given myself for my birthday is my new book. I actually finished my book. I retreated for 4 days straight, and it's taken me years to finish this book. My company, Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, has published 52 books in 8 years, and I've been published by New York publishers and our company as well, and I've self-published. But this book for me took so long because it's all about how to activate your goddess power. And my goddess mission came to me more than 20 years ago. And it's taken that long for me to truly, truly step into my goddess power. So that is my message for you today. And I've got some tips. It's not easy because we're born with this infinite power within ourselves, but we live in a world that teaches girls, teens, women that we're supposed to act, think, behave, live, love a certain way. And a lot of times that diminishes our power. And when I say power, and when I say goddess power, I mean the power that you have within yourself to be the infinite version of who you are. It means loving yourself. It means having the courage and confidence to create the life that you love, that's all about your passion and purpose, and that you feel so excited every morning to wake up and do what you do and be who you are. That's how I feel right now. And while I was finishing my book every morning, no, at night, I couldn't wait to go to bed so I could get up in the morning and work. Now, morning for me is my genius zone. It's when my brain is just super on and popping after I have my coffee. My brain is just, that's my genius zone. So I know that I have to harness that energy. And I was so excited every night to go to bed and wake up and have my coffee and sit here at my desk and write, write, write all day. I would take a break to exercise, do yoga. Summertime, I would go out in the sun for a while and just get that fresh air and high vibe energy. And then I would come back to my desk until bedtime. It was amazing. And then I finally finished. So I want to give you some tips right now of how to step into your goddess power. Your goddess power is the magic place where you're living and loving bigger, better, and bolder than you ever imagined. And you are manifesting your heart's wildest desires. I'm doing that. And I'm just blissed out. I am blissing out. Like on simple, simple things, just laughing, smiling, feeling happy. And before I dive too deep into this, I want to share that I've gone through some really rough things. A horrible divorce that lasted 16 years of just stress. Um, oh my gosh. It feels like another lifetime ago because I feel so good now. And so I want you to know that you can get through whatever you are doing and struggling with. There are times when I was so distraught, I was thinking about suicide and I was depressed, I was anxious, and I made it through. I persevered. So I'm teaching you how to turn your pain into power so that you can step into that goddess power and live your best life. And I'm here as an example to you for that. Another thing that I struggled with for a very long time was food and fat. I was addicted to sugar. Food was my drug of choice. I was bulimic. My mind, my moods were all messed up from my sugar consumption and it made my whole system out of whack. And I was overweight. I lost 100 pounds and got super fit. And now I'm a certified fitness trainer. I work out a lot. I've never felt better. I don't look my age, or I certainly don't feel it. And I feel amazing. And so let's do it. How to step into your goddess power. The first thing is you need to put yourself first. That's something that a lot of women don't do because we're so busy taking care of kids and spouses and jobs and parents and doing our faith community activities and all the things. It's really, really easy to not put yourself first. But the way you step into your goddess power is to understand that your best you can best serve all these other people. And doing you first will enhance your health, improve your mental health, make your life better in every way. And so when you feel good and when you look good, you step into life on a daily basis, giving it your all. You don't get haggard. You don't get worn down. You don't get depleted. You don't get resentful and angry, even enraged, that life is just sapping all the energy from you. When you step into your goddess power and you put yourself first, you're able to be a better mom, a better spouse, a better employee, a better business owner if you have one, a better family member, a better person in your faith community. So you have to shift into knowing that you have to put yourself first. And when I say put yourself first, I mean making self-care a daily non-negotiable. You must take care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. But again, we get so busy, we just have to strategize and schedule the time to put yourself first with self-care. Now, self-care can take whatever form makes you happy, such as getting your daily exercise in a form that you enjoy. It could mean journaling. It could mean taking 20 minutes to yourself if you have a really busy life. Take 20 minutes to just journal, sit in a bubble bath, watch a show, whatever it is to decompress, sit outside, go for a walk. Um, do activities that you really enjoy that enable you to unplug from all the noise and commotion of life, and that will help you um, find some peace. I highly recommend that you learn how to meditate. And if you want to learn how, you can join my goddess community. Please go to thegoddesspowershow.com and go to the wellness page and learn about how I can help you meditate. Meditation has transformed me and enabled me to activate my goddess power. And when I say goddess power, I mean being a bold badass. It's not about being a diva or expecting other people to serve me or think I'm better than anybody. No, it's about being bold, brave, and going after what I want and doing things in a way that make the world a better place. And so I do that as a publisher. We publish inspirational books, and we've published 52 books in 8 years. And so that's really exciting. And my new book is all about that. It's called The Bis Tribe, Activating Your Goddess Power. And it's all about how you can activate that infinite energy within yourself. This book is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I'm sharing it with you to help you learn how to step into your goddess power. And so self-care is so very important. Let me share some of the self-care things that I do every day. First of all, I get solid, good sleep for enough hours for me, which ranges from 7 to 8 hours. But if I'm super exhausted, I can sleep for 9 hours. And then I wake up and I'm turbocharged. My brain is like on fire with ideas, energy. I'm in my genius zone. I can write. It's phenomenal. Another thing for self-care is exercise. I go to the gym with a fitness trainer 3 times a week, and I exercise on my own the rest of the time. And I understand the importance of physical fitness for my mental fitness and for my longevity and my wellness. So that is a top priority. I will skip other or turn down invitations to things because I need to get my exercise on. Another thing is super healthy eating. As someone who used to be overweight and struggled with food and fat and the sugar addiction, I follow a really, really strict regimen, which you could call a combination of the Mediterranean diet and the keto diet. I don't like trendy names, but that's what I eat mostly. I eat mostly vegetables, plant-based, pescatarian with some beef and a chicken occasionally. So I'm all about clean eating. I don't eat processed food, junk food, fast food. I just don't eat. I eat vegetables and protein, and I feel phenomenal for it. Another aspect of my self-care is to have rituals. So bedtime, for example. I shower, get super clean. I massage my feet with lavender oil. I drink chamomile tea. I journal and I read the New York Times on my laptop. And that sedates me. Like that whole routine. Oh, and I have on my pink Himalayan salt lamp. So my room is like got this peachy, wonderful, soft, soothing color that glow that helps me wind down. So between journaling, reading, sipping tea, having lavender scent all around me, and the soft light, it's bliss. I just slip into my zone of sleep and it's phenomenal. Another aspect of self-care is um, pampering myself. So I take care of my hygiene. That's really, really important. Even if I'm alone, I brush my teeth. I am clean. I clean my body and I just make sure I always feel good for me first. And so self-care is also about removing any people from your life who aren't adding value or multiplying value. And that can be a friend who gossips. That can be somebody who's a frenemy who is always saying things to kind of burst your bubble or bring you down. It could be someone you're dating that is argumentative or is distracting you from your goals. So deciding or sort of assessing the people in your life is really, really important because to step into your goddess power, you need to give it your all. You need to focus on you. And if there are people who are detracting or taking away your energy or energy vampires, or not treating you like the goddess that you are, they need to be gone. So that's not easy, especially if it's people around you who are your family members. So you have to decide, assess the people in your life and say, um, you need to retreat. So over the course of being divorced for 21 years, I went through several phases of that where I would just completely withdraw and then I would attract new friends as I leveled up all the time. I would be working on myself. And so over the years, I would just attract new people into my world because you attract what you are. Your vibrational frequency attracts people on your level. And so, thankfully, I've attracted a whole group of new friends, and it's amazing, many of whom joined me this evening. And so, self-care is really, really imperative for you to step into your power as a goddess. And self-love is also imperative. Now, self-love is something that many people don't have, but self-love is something you can develop by daily acts of kindness toward yourself. Um, that can be an affirmation, something kind to yourself. Just saying out loud, I am enough. I am worthy. I deserve the best. I deserve better. When you say things like that, and then you look in the mirror at yourself and you say, I accept myself as I am right now. I am perfect just as I am. I deserve love starting from myself. I am enough. I deserve the best. I deserve better. I feel great. I'm grateful for who I am. And so it starts with you. Love on yourself. Treat yourself the way you want others to treat you and show them how you want to be treated. And so that really, really works. Journaling and self-love go hand in hand. I've been journaling since I had the little diary as a girl with the little, the key and the lock and everything. And now I journal multiple times a day, in the morning with my coffee, before bed, during the day. So what happens with journaling is it's a mirror into yourself, and you can affirm, you can talk to yourself in complete privacy and give yourself pep talks. Say, I deserve to live in love as I truly desire. I deserve to feel great about who I am and what I'm doing in the world. You give yourself the pep talk that you need to hear from somebody who might not be giving it to you, and you build yourself up. In my book, The Bis Tribe, Activating Your Goddess Power, I have lots and lots of tips on how to deepen your self-love and develop it to the point where you become on autopilot and you're going to feel like a whole new person. That's how I feel. I feel like a whole new person. And at birthday time, it's really important to reflect on that, how you feel, and um, what you want for the coming year, and reflect on the past year, the successes and what you might consider failures, lessons learned, very important, and then write what you want to manifest for the coming year. I do this every day, every year on my birthday, and it really, really works. It's amazing. And so self-love. Self-love feels like pure joy. Self-love means forgiving ourselves for things that we might regret or feel guilty about. And when I was writing my memoir, God's Answer is No, Lessons from a Spiritual Life, I actually spent an afternoon forgiving myself, writing about every possible thing I could think of that I felt bad about myself. And part of it was that I had spent so much time and energy throughout my life on food and fat and obsessing about food and my weight and how I looked and how I felt bad. And so I said, no more. I'm not going to go the rest of my life doing this or feeling this way. And I said, I deserve better. And so I really started working on being a person who loves herself. And when you love yourself, you automatically set higher standards for how people will treat you because you won't accept anything less than the highest standards that you set for yourself. So an easy one for me is if I just met somebody and I give them my phone number and they call me or text me after like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, I think that's so obnoxious. Like, it's not honoring boundaries, it's not respectful. And if it's a friend of mine and it's a friend of mine that we text at all hours, it's fine. But if it's a new person texting, I won't respond. And that says something about them. So I'm either going to train them to text me, at least at the beginning of just meeting, at a respectable time, or we're not going to vibe. That's really important. So I'm setting the boundary for myself that no, any old body can't just text or call me at 11, 12 o'clock at night when I first met them. So I have to set the boundary first, and then I have to enforce the boundary. Boundaries are a huge part of stepping into your goddess power. For many years, I didn't have boundaries, and then I was mad when people violated these boundaries that I hadn't set. And then other times I would set boundaries in my mind and even state them to the person or people. And then if they didn't honor the boundary, I wouldn't enforce it because I was scared. I was a people pleaser. I was scared to speak up. I was scared to make somebody mad. And so people would just not honor my boundaries and I wouldn't enforce them. Now I enforce my boundaries. And sometimes that makes people mad. But guess what? When I enforce my boundaries, I'm doing me first, like I started this whole thing with. So for example, if somebody wants to hang out late at night and I have to write in the morning, I want to write, I get to write the next morning. I want to get my sleep. So if I say, no, I can't stay up, hang out late, that person might get mad. And it's happened. But I didn't care because what was most important was me sleeping and getting up in the morning to be in my genius zone to work on my book, which I finally finished. And so, fiercely protecting your time and energy is another way to set boundaries and to step into your goddess power because time is going to slip away and we can't replace it. You can replace anything except people and time. And so you have to fiercely honor your time, fiercely protect your time. That means saying no to friends who call and say, let's hang out. It happened to me during those 4 days. And I said, no. I said, thank you for the invitation, but I have to work. I have to write. And I'm so happy because that, what might feel like a sacrifice in the moment and FOMO, fear of missing out, is worth it. The sacrifice meant that I finished my book. I have this saying, fleeting pleasure books forever. That means fleeting pleasure. I could spend a few hours having a great, great time, having fun, but it's fleeting and I have nothing to show for it but a good memory, which is important. But if I spend those hours working on my book, I have pages, chapters, getting me closer to finishing the book. And the book lasts forever. I have something solid to show for it, to show to the whole world for that matter. So, fleeting pleasure books forever. Fiercely protect your time and your energy. So, another thing about boundaries, because I know that my best energy for writing is in the morning. I don't schedule anything during that those couple hours after my coffee so that I can utilize that time to be creative. And if I'm working on one of our authors' books to edit, I also, or do all the things required for publishing, I also do it in that time zone, my morning genius zone, so that I can devote my best brain energy to their project. And so I fiercely protect those times. Um, and make sure I don't schedule anything and that nobody can infringe on infringe on those hours. And so here are two more things you can do to step into your goddess power. Think backwards. Think about if you never stepped into your truest power, starting living and loving the way you truly desire to manifest your wildest dreams. What if you just kept going on with the life that you have that might seem dull, unfulfilling, um, not getting you where you want to be? What if you don't take any action and just continue with that for the rest of your life? What will your thoughts be at the very end if you never take action to explore your maximum potential, your infinite potential? So, when you think about your goals, your dreams, and never achieving them, that to me is a huge motivator. And the time to achieve them is now, because nobody knows how long we're going to be here. And we have to take advantage of our time and energy and ability while we have it. If you've ever witnessed somebody get ill or suddenly unable to function the way they do or get dementia, it's over. They cannot do what they were dreaming about doing. That's just done. So do it while you can and step into your goddess power that will enable you to go after those dreams, to start the business, to go back to school, to do whatever is calling for your heart and soul. And so, along the lines of thinking backwards, I think of the consequences of never stepping into my power and going after what I want. And the consequences of that are so devastating to me, of not fulfilling my life dreams, then that motivates me. The consequences of failure, the consequences of never even trying, the consequences of um, taking my last breath without giving life my absolute all. The consequences, the thought of that is so devastating to me. I'm motivated so that I don't ever have to face those types of consequences. So, these are some ways you can step into your goddess power. I would love it if you join my goddess wellness community and come to my goddess roundtable. It's a membership where you can join and join me and learn all kinds of things about how to activate your goddess power. I'm sitting here in a tiara and a sash and sparkles, and I'm so happy. I'm so loving life and loving who I've become after many years of struggling and feeling terrible. And so I want that for you. I especially would love for you to read The Biz Tribe, Activating Your Goddess Power, available at twosisterswriting.com. I'm going to have retreats and all kinds of events for the book, and it comes out August 8th in time for the super powerful cosmic event called the Lionsgate Portal, when the energy in the universe is perfectly amplified for you to manifest your heart's wildest desires. And I want to help you make that happen. So please go to twosisterswriting.com and order my book, The Biz Tribe, Activating Your Goddess Power. And also go to thegoddesspowershow.com where you can sign up for my retreat, August 8th in the evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, for a guided meditation and energy clearing and a manifestation exercise with amazing women from across the country. And it's free from the comfort of your home. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, creator and host of the Goddess Power Show with Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I'm also CEO of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a TV host in Michigan, nominated for 2 Emmy Awards, and a fitness trainer, a meditation teacher, lots of things, all with the goal of teaching you how to live bigger, better, and bolder, and manifest your heart's wildest desires. Please share this with anybody who might need it. And also subscribe to my channel here and also like the video so that it will increase the chance of other people seeing this helpful information. So, with that, I want you to remember, Goddess, you have the power. So go for it and step into your goddess power.